BMAD Method, the ultimate AI coding system that ends vibe coding, 100x better than guesswork programming. The world of software development is rapidly changing. As artificial intelligence transforms the way we write and deploy code, a new generation of developers is emerging, smarter, faster, and more precise. Among the most revolutionary shifts is the BMAD Method, an AI-assisted coding system that promises to end vibe coding once and for all. You've probably heard of vibe coding, that uncertain, intuitive, trial-and-error approach where developers just try something until it works. It's creative, but it's also chaotic and often inefficient. The BMAD Method replaces this guesswork with a structured, AI-optimized workflow that produces clean, maintainable, and production-ready code up to 100 times faster than traditional methods. Let's explore what the BMAD Method is, why it's so powerful, and how it's rewriting the future of software development. In today's tech world, many developers, even professionals, fall into the trap of vibe coding. It's when you jump into coding without a clear plan. Hope the debugger will reveal the right direction. Copy snippets from Stack Overflow or AI chat tools and patch them together. Keep tweaking lines until it just works. It's an understandable approach. Creativity thrives on iteration, but in production environments, vibe coding leads to major inefficiencies, inconsistent logic and hidden bugs, low reusability of code, weak documentation and poor scalability, unclear architecture that collapses when the project grows. Vibe coding might get you a prototype, but not a product. The BMAD Method solves this by adding AI precision to the creative process, preserving the human spark, but guided by structure and automation. The BMAD Method is an AI-powered framework that transforms how developers ideate, build, and ship code. It follows 4 pillars: blueprint, model, automate, deploy, each guided by a blend of human reasoning and AI-driven validation. Let's break down what each stage means. Every great system starts with a blueprint. Instead of diving straight into coding, the BMAD Method begins with AI-assisted architecture planning. Using generative AI tools like Gemini, GPT-5, or Claude, the developer collaborates with the AI to define the problem statement and user requirements, the system architecture, components, APIs, and dependencies, the data flow, and expected performance metrics. This blueprint is created in natural language and converted into structured diagrams and pseudocode automatically. The result, before writing a single line of code, you have a living, validated design document that AI understands. Think of this as the Figma of coding, where structure precedes syntax. Once the blueprint is ready, the next step is to model the logic, turning design into real, executable code. Here, the AI doesn't just write code for you. It models the logic according to the blueprint. It uses context from the design phase to create consistent functions and modules, follow naming conventions and architecture rules, simulate runtime behavior before execution. This is where BMAD shines over vibe coding. Instead of AI being a code suggestion tool, it becomes a logic modeler, understanding dependencies, data structures, and flow end-to-end. Developers remain in control, but the system eliminates redundant reasoning and syntax checking, freeing humans to focus on creativity, optimization, and scalability. Automation is the beating heart of the BMAD Method. Traditional coding involves endless debugging and test cycles. BMAD turns that reactive cycle into a proactive process using AI automation. Automatically generates unit, integration, and performance tests, identifies inefficiencies and security vulnerabilities, refactors messy sections based on learned best practices. In other words, the BMAD system doesn't just write code. It teaches the code how to fix itself. Through continuous testing pipelines and AI-driven static analysis, BMAD removes 80 to 90% of manual debugging work. The result is a self-correcting development loop that keeps quality high and human frustration low. The final stage of BMAD, deploy, streamlines the move from local build to global release. With automated CI/CD pipelines, AI verifies configuration consistency, dependency versions, and security compliance before deployment. Developers can push to staging or production in one command, while the AI handles environment configuration, containerization, rollback, and version control. Instead of spending hours debugging deployment issues, teams can go from commit to live deployment in minutes, confidently. BMAD isn't just a coding system. It's an AI-integrated DevOps framework that compresses design, development, testing, and deployment into one smooth flow. The BMAD method eliminates the vibe from coding without killing creativity. Here's why it's revolutionary. By structuring the creative process, BMAD empowers developers to code faster and smarter without losing artistic freedom. It's like switching from painting freehand in the dark to painting with an intelligent assistant that adjusts your brush in real time. Teams adopting the BMAD method report 60 to 80% reduction in debugging time. 5. 10x shorter development cycles. Massive code reuse through AI-modeled modules. Zero downtime deployments with automated CI/CD. More importantly, developers experience less burnout. Instead of endless trial and frustration, they get a structured creative process that rewards clarity and design. BMAD is particularly powerful for AI startups building rapid prototypes, data engineers managing massive ETL pipelines, SaaS teams scaling multi-service architectures, educational platforms teaching structured coding logic. The BMAD method represents more than a workflow. It's a philosophy of coding in the AI era. It's about merging machine logic with human intention. As models like Gemini and GPT continue evolving, we're moving toward co-intelligent programming. Humans provide creativity, and AI ensures consistency, optimization, and execution. Vibe coding was the past, the Wild West phase of AI development. BMAD is the future, disciplined, fast, and exponentially scalable. The BMAD method isn't just another framework. It's the end of vibe coding as we know it. By combining blueprinting, modeling, automation, and deployment into a single AI-driven system, BMAD provides structure without stiffness, creativity without chaos, and precision without micromanagement. If vibe coding was intuition without direction, BMAD is intuition guided by intelligence, a system that multiplies human potential instead of replacing it. With BMAD, developers don't guess. They architect, model, automate, and deploy with purpose. And in the fast-evolving world of AI-driven software, that's the difference between coding as a craft and coding as a revolution.